Hi and welcome back to Recovery Road Leadership Training. We've discussed the relevance of the program and I'm pretty sure you must be as excited as we are by now. We need to talk about the resources that are available to you very briefly so you know what you can use. Everything that we have to run the program is available on the Mission Serenity website. There's also DVDs of testimonies and of course these DVDs on leadership training and 3 basic books that we use to run the program. These are the 3 books, the Recovery Road books, and the first one is the workbook. Now the workbook, Michelle, you've compiled all of these. The workbook is like the main reference book for the recovery program, isn't it?
All 12 lessons are in there.
All the 12 lessons. So this is the book that you refer to in order to understand each of the steps that you're going to be going through when you run the ministry.
Yep.
And when you're presenting as we'll talk about soon, when you're presenting the lesson to the large group, this will be the book that you're drawing on mostly, isn't it?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, so it's jam-packed full of the basic principles of 12 steps, plus there's some really good writings in there by various authors, Marvin Moore, Ellen G. White, all reinforcing each of the 12 steps as we go through them. Then there's the Participant's Guide. They look similar, all these books, but the Participant's Guide is like a personalised, diarised journey through recovery. Michelle, tell us about the Participant's Guide and how you intended that to work.
The Participant's Guide is a breakdown. It has a brief analysis of each lesson and then it has questions that you would answer personally after the end of each lesson.
Okay.
And you'd go through them in the weekly program.
Okay.
We
So-
also use the Participant's Guide at a shallower level in the first open share groups, and after we've experienced the first round and completed the whole course, then we have the option of going on and doing a more intensive Bible study of the whole course, which gives when we answer all the questions in the Participant's Guide, and that's called the Step Study.
The Step Study group. So don't get too bogged down in the terminology. We'll be uncovering all that as we go forward. And the little book that we're going to be working out of for this series, as I've said before, notice how thin it is. This is the Leader's Guide. The Leader's Guide takes you on a step-by-step journey on how to run the ministry, things to look out for, ways to promote the ministry, and ways to run it effectively and smoothly. And we've tried to keep it simple, haven't we?
Yeah, needs to be.
It needs to be because, you know, some churches have a lot of resources in respect to manpower, and but people are becoming more and more busy in community and church groups. So it's important that we keep it simple. Now remember that keeping it simple means that the Holy Spirit does the healing. It's not any of us, it's not anybody in your group. All we do is facilitate
Safe environment.
a safe environment for sharing. And when people share in a safe environment, the Holy Spirit works. And he doesn't just work for one person who's doing the sharing in the groups, does he?
For the whole.
Everyone's affected by it,
Yeah.
particularly when we talk about those first few weeks and men. I'm just referring to the men. I'm not sure how the women work because I've never been in one of their groups, and I'm not allowed to be. But when men finally get to that point where they know they can share in safety, the floodgate opens.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that probably more in detail. There's usually a few tears, maybe sometimes lots of tears, but when that peak, that pinnacle at the top of the mountain's reached and it's safety, they get there and they go, it's safe to share, it all happens.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one.
And I'm not the only one.
I'm not the only one. This is the freedom that you get from running the program. We've also got, these are Bibles that we recommend for people who are running Recovery Road. This is a Life Recovery Bible. You can buy them through most Christian bookstores. We have them available every now and then to pass on to leaders and to people who are interested in recovery. The Life Recovery Bible is an NLT, so it's in basic language. We've got to remember that people coming into the groups may not have a church background. Some of them may have never read a Bible. Some of them may come in thinking, I'm not even going to read a Bible. It's important that we note this too, that people coming to recovery aren't necessarily Christians or of any denomination. It doesn't matter. We're not here to convert people. We're not here to turn people to any particular denomination. This is about healing. And what we love about this particular Bible is it's dotted with real life testimony and it's paraphrased all the way through with the 8 principles and the 12 steps.
Yep, it certainly does.
And a lot of people have this become their family Bible, don't they? You guys
we use
have,
that. Yeah, we use that.
have
all
got
the
that
time.
going as well. So they're the basic resources that you'll have available. As I said, everything's available on the website. You can download the books as PDFs from the website, as well as the video material that's available there. You can download and watch that anytime you like. And these training sessions that we're doing for you will be available for you to watch online, or you can get a DVD and just run it with your group as part of your training. Our whole aim is to keep it simple, to keep you focused on the ideals of what we're meant to do, and make sure that you have a very pleasant journey down Recovery Road. Believe me, it's well worth the effort. So I think, guys, for our first go, that wasn't too bad.
No.
We're into recovery. We may not be into TV production, but we're into recovery. So until next time, when we talk about really getting started in the Recovery Road Leadership Manual, we look forward to seeing you then. So from all of us now at Mission Serenity, it's bye, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.